If you are having trouble accessing this course, contact the Chief Privacy Officer at privacy@uvm.edu or call the Office of Compliance and Privacy Services at 802-656-3086. You can also contact UVM's ADA 504 coordinator at accessibility@uvm.edu or by calling 802-656-0945. Otherwise, let's begin. Welcome to the 5th module in UVM's NPPD series, How Should I Apply This to My Day-to-Day Work? Again, if you do your job, you do what you've been trained and authorized to do, you won't have a problem. Once you start stepping outside of that, this is where the problems occur. If you're not sure, speak to your manager or supervisor. If a request seems strange or out of the ordinary, ask. Don't access information unless it's part of your job, don't use it unless it's part of your job, and don't ever disclose it unless it's part of your job. Here are some other tips that can help secure NPPD and help maintain the highest level of confidentiality. Keep screens that contain sensitive information out of the view of others. Don't make extra copies of NPPD unless it's within the scope of your job. This includes extra electronic copies, downloads of data, or copying of files. If you do need to make a copy for your job, make sure it stays within your control at all times. Take care not to leave papers lying around or leave sensitive or confidential information behind. If you are authorized to send protected information to others via email, fax, or other electronic means, and sending it is necessary, verify email addresses or fax numbers prior to sending. When you are done with it, make sure it's not just deleted, but that it's completely destroyed. Shred papers, don't throw them in the trash. Don't just hit delete, but also empty your device's trash bucket. Take extra care when recycling devices or getting rid of them. Make sure hard drives are completely wiped. Don't use a password that is easy to crack. Using quote-unquote password 1234 or ASDFJKL semicolon would not be advisable. Similarly, don't write your password down somewhere where it can be found. Don't save your passwords to an unencrypted device or a device that doesn't itself have a password. Don't share your password with anyone, not even with your colleagues or with your supervisor. Always log out of your device when you're done. If you see something strange, report it. If your computer or other device is acting weird, let someone know. It could contain malware. If the data that you routinely work with suddenly looks wrong, let someone know. It could be that it's been inappropriately altered. Be sensitive to the rights of others. Remember that Vermont is a small state. People know each other. Even if you don't think it would bother you, if something was done with your personal information, someone else might think it's not okay. Remember, it's what the individual wants, not what you want. Don't let curiosity get the best of you. And lastly, recognize that there are bad actors actively trying to get this information. Report violations to your manager or supervisor immediately. Similarly, if you feel like you made a mistake, or if you did something and are now having second thoughts whether it was okay to do, report that immediately as well. You can report to a manager or supervisor, or you can report it directly to my office at privacy@uvm.edu. You can also file a report through our website at www.uvm.edu/compliance/privacy-reporting or through the Compliance and Ethics Reporting and Helpline. Mistakes are mistakes, and the bad actors are really good at what they do. If you think you've been tricked, don't be embarrassed, but let someone know. The sooner we know about it, the greater the likelihood is that we can fix it. Let someone know as soon as possible if you think any confidential information has been breached, lost, stolen, altered, or inappropriately accessed, used, or disclosed. Contact your manager or supervisor if you're not certain whether something is protected or not. As always, you can email privacy@uvm.edu whenever it's unclear.